What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's
Where y'all at?
up?
Where y'all at?
Yeah.
Hey, coming in here and we're ready. And we're about to get started. We got Crash Out and Ferocious. Willie ain't never late. You know this. Let's get it. You know that I did it. Crash Out said he did it. Hey, bro. Hey, had to look. Had to bring some cheers, some ferocious, some crash out type of feel into this thing, man. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling?
Hey, look, man, that,
Doing
that
good, man.
name, that name Crash Out is starting to catch on to me.
It is great.
Every time I
I
hear it, it's ringing, man. It's
I wasn't I
ringing.
wasn't I wasn't a fan at first. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't a fan at first, but the more I see that video and that Yankee player hitting that ball to that beat, I'm like, crash out, crash out. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Vegas crashed out. She got that
Look.
$1 million thing.
It took me
That
an
million
hour.
dollar thing. I'll
It
make
took
her
me an
crash
hour.
out. I'll make her crash out.
When I
Right
first seen
there.
it, it was off. It took me an hour to get that on beat, to just get it where it was. Mm, mm, mm. But hey, man, on a lighter note, we did start this podcast. It was four of us, and we have a brother that is down right now, and we want to make sure that we get the word out, whether people come on tonight and see it, or somebody sees it during the show. But we have a brother. His name is Kevin Briscoe. Right now, he is fighting for his life. We do have good reports that he is recovering well, but he do need help. We've done our part, and we are asking people that want to help. We're not asking for you to do everything. We're just asking for you to give from the heart to help him out. Here is the link to his GoFundMe. If you have anything that you can give, it is appreciated, and we will take anything that you give, from the heart. So, with that, like I said, hey, Kevin, when you see this brother, we love you, brother. You know, and in the words that he will say, don't nothing about y'all make my tingle. Hopefully we hear you saying that again, bro. So with that,
That's a lie. The name crash out will make your tingle.
look, let's get right into it, man. Super Bowl, it's here. We know who's in there. It's a repeat, and somebody trying to repeat. But let's start with Jalen Hurts right now. Let's talk about him right now. The brother came on and they did an interview on him, and he said, "I'm glad the coach let me out my straitjacket today." What y'all think about that? Crash out, you want to touch that?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. Jalen Hurts has been a talent since he came into the league that's just been kind of kept under wraps. So, I kind of agree with him. Like, it's great when a coach has enough confidence in you to say, "Hey, man, go out there and have fun. Go out there and do what you do." Especially at this level, you just be able to go out there and just do what you want to do and make magic happen. Yes, I'm all for that.
But do you think that was throwing your coach? I mean, you've gotten to the Super Bowl with this coach twice. Do you think because now they have Saquon that was a shot because he's not getting nothing over 300. He's not doing what he used to do. He's been doing like 150, 157, 189, barely maybe 200 yards. Do you think that maybe having Saquon there's a little distinction of before you got here, I was a star. Just last year, I was in the MVP. You know, you think that maybe that's getting to him?
It shouldn't. I can't really. I don't know what to think on that as far as if it's getting to him. It shouldn't. You an NFL player. You on that level. You're that guy. Obviously, you needed Saquon because the running back you had last year wasn't doing it. So, I mean, I'm just saying, you may have gotten there, but you needed him. He was a missing piece.
You lost.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, just obviously, without Saquon, your numbers are gonna be different when he's there because he needs those numbers to produce. You're the quarterback. Right. Your job is to win the game. Whether Saquon got 500 yards at the end of the game and you got 12, you won the game. The game is looked at on the quarterback solely. You won or you lost. It's solely on the quarterback. They're not going to look at everybody else. It's the quarterback.
So, Ferocious, you want to jump into that?
Hey man, look, I beg to differ a little bit. I'm looking at his numbers, man. The man put up 14 rushing touchdowns this year, which is top 5 of all rushing touchdowns. So he's eating just in different categories. You winning. I personally think that at the end of the day, he was just throwing a little slight jab that don't mean nothing. He didn't want to stick on the wall or nothing like that. I mean, Jalen Hurts does say some funny things, and I think he was just being funny. He's comfortable with his coach like that. They happy over there. They ain't got no worries. None. Only thing they're worried about is walking away with that Lombardi in a couple of Sundays. That's it.
Mm-hmm. He did say that stats don't mean nothing to him. Winning's the only thing that matters. So saying that, do you think does Saquon give the Eagles the win? Super Bowl Sunday.
I want them to. You can't count out them Chiefs, man. No matter how many odds are stacked against them, you can't count them out. But I do say Saquon gives the Eagles the nod. He gives them the edge. They didn't have his type of physical specimen with that ability and that agility, a couple years ago. That they didn't have the defensive lineman, the anchor, of Jalen Carter, ready to pull Aaron Donald performance here. That's what I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
So they definitely got the edge, but you can't count out Patrick Mahomes no matter how bad I want to. I learned my lesson.
So, Ferocious.
What you got?
Does Saquon give the Eagles the win on Super Bowl Sunday?
If I had to, you're going to pull my tongue on it, man. I'm going to say yeah. I'm going to say yes. He is just, he's that damn good, He's that damn good. There's no answers for him. You're going to have to beat him with the linebackers. And I don't think the Chiefs have the linebackers to mess with Saquon Barkley on that Super Bowl Sunday. And having to worry about Jalen Hurts able to pull up a move. I mean, the man ran for nearly 700 yards, too, with 14 touchdowns. So he's going to be a factor on the ground.
Crash out?
I do believe his arm is going to be a bigger piece, too, than it was in the last Super Bowl.
Okay.
I want to believe in what Ferocious is saying, but you know,
He wants to believe you, bro.
I want to. It's just the love that Patrick Mahomes is getting at the quarterback position right now. Like it's evident that it is changing the course of a game. That's all I'm saying. So
okay, let me ask you this, Crash
that's
Out.
a factor.
Put this into consideration too. The Eagles are the number one defense overall in the entire NFL. Does that kind of play into something? You know what I mean?
Not
Patrick
when
Mahomes
flags
will have
get
to worry
thrown.
about.
Not when flags are getting thrown just because. Not when flags are just getting thrown out left and right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, the Eagles defense ain't bigger than the yellow flag. That's all I'm saying. And that's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I was looking at a couple, a little bit of game tape from the Buffalo game, and there were flags that was getting thrown that weren't even getting called, but they were just thrown just in case. To look, you know what I mean? Like, so you got to think about that. Like, it's
I would go even further.
Kind of going on.
I say in that Houston game in the divisional round, they had a little more flags against them than they did against Buffalo.
You talking about Kansas City?
Kansas City, yeah.
Bro, look, I'm not trying to say it's a conspiracy. All I'm saying is, for some reason, people are talking about it, and once you really look at it, it's kind of evident when Patrick Mahomes is involved. There's a little bit more flags that are getting thrown, and it kind of takes away from the spirit of the game. You know what I mean? You in the Super Bowl, it's like bring back real football. If you breathe on Patrick Mahomes, they throw in a flag for unnecessary roughness. That's a little crazy. So Eagles defense maybe number one, but they're not going to be number one against that yellow flag. Nobody's bigger than that flag.
I'm saying, look, the more and more I think about it, man, I feel like the Eagles gonna run it up on them. More and more
they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to offensively. They're gonna have to. So Jalen Hurts, Saquon, AJ Brown, Dante Swift, whatever his name is, yeah, they're gonna have to.
They call him Skinny Batman.
They gonna have to do something. That
I'm gonna
offense
say this.
is gonna have to change the course of that game to where them flags ain't gonna matter.
I think it's going to be the test of the line, and I don't see Saquon getting past Chris Jones. I don't see it. That's the battle it's going to be. I don't see it happening, and those linebackers, they are playing at an all-time high for Kansas City right now. When it came down to these games, who I like to call Tranquilizer, he is coming up. I don't know if y'all remember when Josh Allen tried to jump over. He met him on the other side and hit him back.
Are you talking about that play where he jumped over and crossed the line, and then they pushed him back, and they said that he didn't cross the line?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he actually did cross the line?
Yeah, okay. So, like I said, nobody's bigger than that yellow flag.
He did not cross the line.
Nobody's bigger than the black and white.
If you look at that,
I'll show you videos.
He hit that man back.
I'll show you videos.
Did he keep trying to reach? Yes, but the initial hit. I'm gonna definitely say this. It's gonna be a good game on both sides. Their wide receivers. I mean, you on both sides. You got Worthy, Hopkins, Juju. Who else? They about to activate Rice for the playoffs. They about to. I'm telling you, what the Eagles have saw all year, they're not gonna know. Rice is they waited. Them receivers and the schemes they about to throw, Andy Reid is about to outcoach that coach again. He's about to outcoach him, and it's sad.
That's the only way. That's the only way.
It's sad because I really feel like the Eagles. Me personally, I think the Eagles got a better team, but their players over there, They come in the training camp saying we're about to win the Super Bowl. And they believe they're about to win the Super Bowl. The Eagles, with their superb record, this is their first year together. This first year of this thing with Saquon, different players. I think it's the second year for that wide receiver that they had last year. So, with that being said, it's to see Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know. I think I went past it, but do y'all see 3-piece patty cake?
I see it as a possibility.
No,
I really do. I really see it as a possibility. At this point, with the way that things are working for him, I see it as a possibility. It's going to be a tough game, and honestly, Philly is going to have to set the tone early. If they don't want that 3-peat, they're going to have to set that. I'm talking about the first 5 minutes of that game. Philly is going to have to set a tone like this is what you're not going to do.
I just don't want to see Jalen Hurts do what he did last Super Bowl and try to take this game in his own hands and run a whole bunch of times, thinking, "Oh, I can run." You have a running back now. Use him.
Yeah,
use him.
You got a running back, and I've heard what is it? No running back in the playoff has gotten over 100 yards on the Chiefs.
Maybe
it's gonna be a tough one. They are playing some great run stop defense. I will give it to them.
Yeah, they ain't stop Saquon.
They ain't seen nothing like Saquon. They ain't seen nothing like this.
Are you serious? Oh, you know what?
I mean, when you consider the scheme, when you consider where we started off with Jalen Hurts, you can run an RPO. You got 3 options every single play, and then you got to worry about Saquon in the backfield. I mean, no, look, he might not be the most brute back, but he's the most elusive back. You can't put your hands on him, in open space. I believe so. I mean, look, you should tell you got the Thunder and Derrick Henry, obviously, and you got the Lightning and Saquon, bro.
Yeah.
And he's gonna strike. He's gonna strike lightning on them guys. I truly believe it. Chris Jones is not gonna be able to catch him.
So, at the end of the day, y'all, guess what? We got some good football coming up. And with that, we got some new coaches. So, who do y'all think is going to make the biggest impact with the new hires? Pete Carroll to the Raiders, Aaron Glenn to the Jets. I'm sorry, y'all. Brian Schottenheimer to the Cowboys.
Well, it definitely ain't Brian Schottenheimer.
Mike Vrabel to New England. Liam Cohen to Jacksonville, and Ben Johnson to Chicago.
That one right there for me.
Ben Johnson
to Chicago. Yeah.
I had to say, I know the world is jumping down on Brian Schottenheimer. I had to sit back and think about this. He has not had a bad outing that I can think of as an offensive coordinator. I think everywhere he's went, he's been a pretty good coordinator. Outside that, he didn't make no play calls last year with the Cowboys. I mean, he was the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. He did pretty good there with that offense. Man, that offense was putting up numbers. I mean, I believe what's his name put up almost 4,000 yards one year with him.
Cool.
So, Hollywood Herbert. So, but I'm kind of with y'all with the Ben Johnson. But you know what? I'm kind of in between Pete Carroll and Aaron Glenn.
I mean, who is the Raiders gonna have a quarterback that's gonna determine that for me?
Yeah. I think Aaron Glenn is. I think Pete Carroll, right now is trying to get Russell Wilson. He's trying to get Russell Wilson from Pittsburgh, and I don't think they're gonna let him go.
Oh, they're parting ways with him.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Russell brought stability when the young quarterback. You got to remember, he's the one that got them on that winning streak. The young quarterback got them on a winning streak, and he finished it.
Yeah.
He came in with a new life.
So he came. The team was hyped up and warmed up and in the mode.
There you go.
He just came like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about who did the groundwork. And what did he do after that, bro? He was kind of rocky, man. He was kind of rocky.
The last game. I was kind of shocked that he didn't even try to put the young quarterback in that losing streak. Like, you're going to make the playoffs regardless. You lost the last 4 games.
You know what they had to lose? You know what they had to lose? They had to lose them showing that rookie was better than Russell. Ultimately, he was a little better than Russell. That's what they had to lose. They don't want to taint Russell's image because Russell needs to be sheltered. He's been sheltered since Seattle. That's why he got up out of Denver, because Sean Payton wasn't going for it. Mike
talking
Tomlin,
about.
All right, man. Yeah, I'll help you out, man. Come on, man.
Talking about sheltering. Do y'all think the Jets being open to keeping Aaron Rodgers is the best idea?
I just saw some news about Aaron Rodgers being a candidate to go to Pittsburgh.
I just want to put something out there real quick, y'all, before we jump ship a little bit. The Steelers. I know Russell. Look, I am no Russell fan. I liked him in Seattle, but look, Russell went through 4 of the worst games you can go through to finish the season off while the team was taking. He ran into Eagles, he ran into Ravens, he ran into the Chiefs, and then he ran into a hungry Bengals team trying to fight for their life for a playoff spot. And that's a division game. So I'm not trying to back Russell up or nothing, but that's a tough one. You're not going to come through that gauntlet. You're not going to win it. Not Russell or not the young, what's his name? Fields. Mr. Justin Fields.
Bro, Fields is a little bit better than Russell. That's all I'm saying.
He might be.
He's got to work on his decision making, but he's a little better than Russell.
It was the experience that Russell has that made Mike Tomlin, lead with that decision. But that was a tough gauntlet right there. You're not, I don't care which one of you are, one of the two, unless you're a top 5 quarterback, that gauntlet right there is too much for any quarterback. You're going to lose all those games.
Yep, you're right. So with that being said, you kind of touched on it. Russell, if Russell leaves about it and go to the Raiders, do you think Russell helps the Raiders?
For 2 or 3 games.
So you think they should probably get a rookie?
I think they should get anybody but Russell. Russell a team killer. Like, it's a proven fact, man. He go to teams that's got life in them and just kind of sucks the life out of them and then leaves.
Yeah, it starts in the locker room, crash out. That's where it starts.
Yeah, it's a proven fact, bro. Russell is not like a locker room quarterback type of guy. There's been too much going on. Like, Russell is not the leader in the locker room that he's supposed to be.
Exactly. You think about it, the league is, you got to, today's age, these young guys in the league, they want to party. They want to listen to some trap music and, and dance in the locker room, and while they practicing it. And Russ is preaching gospel. He's trying to preach gospel to these guys. Crying out loud. They like, get out of my ear, Unc.
Yeah, they're trying to do any given Sunday, and he's trying to do first Sunday.
Yeah, it might be his time to go ahead and call it.
He might want to answer his second calling.
Yeah, Deacon Russell.
Pastor Russ.
Pastor Russ. There you go. And Russ we trust. Just not on the field.
Not all the time, man. Not in close game situations.
I guess what y'all are saying, he needs to level up.
He needs to switch it up.
He needs to switch it up. There you go.
Switching it up. Then it's talking about teams picking up maybe somebody that needs to be a fresh, a breath of fresh air. Cleveland is looking to get Shedeur Sanders.
So are the Raiders.
Yeah.
Whose pick comes first?
I think the
I
Cleveland.
want to say
Browns.
Cleveland.
And it's more
You know,
attractive over there. You
Me personally, as a Madden player, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, of course. That's the team that you love to get your rocks off with. But at the end of the day, and that's a good one. Do I want to go on a foundation or they're building around Max Crosby and a successful, proven coach in Pete Carroll, albeit he's old as a mummy?
73.
Or do I want to go 73? Or do I want to go in Cleveland where they're building a foundation around the most dominant player in the NFL right now, and Myles Garrett, and Chubb coming back healthy possibly. I think that might be the best bet for the young kid.
Listen, man. It's time for them to move on from Chubb, man. Man, let me tell you something, man. He look at a cornflake. He look at a cornflake on the floor. Tendonitis in the knee. Big toenail. My heel. So.
Man, he's one of the hardest runners in the game. How you going to do him like that?
You know what? I want to speak on that real quick.
When's the last time you actually seen him play other than the end of the season?
He came back midway last year.
No, I just want to put that out.
Sounds like a
crash out.
Crash out.
I was going to put that out to the parents that got kids that's out here playing these sports, man. Like, be mindful of your kids playing these sports, because somebody once told my mom when I was younger, you letting your kids play flag football and Pop Warner in high school and college. By the time if they make it to the NFL, they don't got much time. They don't got much time, and then they're just injury prone at that point. Their body been bruised up years and years and years from all this time of playing. Getting there, by the time you get there, you can't even enjoy it because your body's already worn down.
If you're not taking care of it properly. There's ways
you
around
playing
it.
football, you out here running, you getting hit left and right, bro. There ain't no way to take care of your body.
If you are a running back, you have, you really think about this.
How is Derrick Henry?
Unless you Derrick Henry or Marshawn Lynch and you avoid getting hit and you running through people, bro, you have 3 or 4 years tops at the NFL.
Think about this. At 30, you're washed up. 30 years old. As a running back, you're done.
Yeah.
And that 30 ain't old.
You a veteran at like 25, 26.
It depends on, what you got, who drafts you.
Right.
Some of these teams draft a young.
On how many hits you take.
Let's say you go, if you're a Saquon or you're a Derrick Henry, or you're a Marshawn or a LaDainian Tomlinson. You get drafted high and your usage rate is extremely high. You getting 25 to 30 carries a game. You are more than likely going to get injured and your season's your career going to get cut short. But
so are you telling me? Go ahead.
I'm just saying, if you can find a way to find a number 2 back to where you can use that number 1 back 15 rushes a game, maybe throw him 5 catches, that's 20 touches. It's just it's a more precautious way. You know, you want to try to say a lot of these coaches and teams are using these players and just throwing them out there to the wolves. Here, run it 40 times a game if you Nick Chubb until you run out and burn out, blow out a kneecap or two. You know, it's no good.
I hear you on that, but I mean, you got to look at the Walter Paytons, the Barry Sanders, the Ernie Tillmans.
Different.
You know what I mean? The Eric Dickersons. Yeah. You got to look at these type of players. Marshall Faulks.
Yeah.
These are players that didn't have too much of a backup behind them to come in, and Bo Jacksons. These are players that came out and did the thing. Marshawn Lynch. I mean, Marshawn Lynch, he kind of, you know, but he held his own. But, I mean, you talking about 20.
He had a minute.
He was there. Derrick Henry's getting 25, 30 carries. Like, it's certain builds for a running back, man. If you a smaller running back, yes, you need to go to a team where you're splitting downs, where you only get the ball 15, maybe 20 times a game because you're splitting.
The Austin Eckler's of the world.
Yeah,
he shouldn't be a starting running back. You know, like you say, he should be splitting carries.
There are running backs that are better at splitting. Those elusive backs need to be split.
In Washington.
I'm mad at Austin Eckler, man. He done cost me a lot of money this season so far.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done it. I wish you.
And by you saying that, somebody been cost a lot of money. Jimmy Butler just got suspended for another 5 games for walking out of practice.
See?
You know why he walked out of practice? Do you know why he walked out of practice?
Why is that?
I don't blame him. At this point, I don't blame Jimmy Butler because you're Jimmy Butler. You are the star of the team. You don't want to be there, but you are the star of the team. Somebody walked up to him in the middle of the warm-ups and said, "You're not even gonna be in the starting lineup." He said, "Man, F this," and walked off. Not too long after that. That's why he walked out.
So with that being said, where do y'all think he's gonna go?
Please tell me he's going to LA and they're going to trade him for LeBron James. Please.
Well, at this moment right now, they talking about him going to see to Sacktown for Devin Fox.
That's dumb. De'Aaron Fox, that's dumb.
De'Aaron Fox. And he wants out. He wants out. De'Aaron Fox wants out.
Don't fix your lips to say stupid stuff like that, man. First and foremost, LeBron James is a pro's pro. LeBron's not missing practices. He's not missing flights. Come on, man. Jimmy Butler was an NBA finalist.
LeBron James is the NBA's poster child for flopping. Come on. Nope. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Nope. LeBron James' time has come.
No, there's no comparison. I mean, what Jimmy Butler is doing right now is no exception. It's not acceptable, bro. You are a professional. You are a team leader. You done led several different teams over the course of your career. You are here now wearing weaves and wigs, you know, and extensions and skirts, you know, at this point in your career. Look, get out of my league. That's how I feel. If I'm Adam Silver, Jimmy Butler can't play in this league no more.
Bro, you got pictures of LeBron walking around with French maid costumes on camera talking about ain't no party like a Diddy party. So what? You want LeBron out the league too? That's all I'm saying, man. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh man.
I'm not getting in this. In fact, let me let y'all go ahead.
Is LeBron in games? Is he in games on the court? 5-on-5 with about 25,000 people watching live in LA, wearing extensions longer than our daughter's hair, Mr. Crash Out?
Bro. No. You know what he's doing? LeBron James is out here falling down when ain't nobody touching him. He's shooting wide open threes, and somebody got their hand up like this, and that's what he does. Come on, man. Don't please.
First of all,
don't get me started on LeBron. LeBron is the flop king, flop King James. That's who he is. Come on,
he might
man.
have a couple flops. I mean, who doesn't? Who does it in today's league? Who does it in today's league?
I have never seen somebody flop so as much as LeBron James when nobody touches him.
You need to watch some more NBA bloopers.
Bruh. If they do flop like that, it's because they saw LeBron and they grew up watching LeBron and was like, I mean, shit, 90% of the NBA grew up watching LeBron at this point. LeBron is like the grandfather of the NBA. Like, come on, man. Bro, it's time to let go and let God, man.
You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you who I think in my era who one of the biggest floppers were?
Who?
Reggie Miller.
I get that.
Reggie Miller.
I get that.
He would run around a pick. He'd shoot the look. He was one of those people. He would shoot the ball and he'd fall. Guess what happened? People start adapting that to their game.
That was part of the shoot. That's part of the shot making.
So each generation has added to flopping.
Bro,
up until this
LeBron
point.
James has mastered it.
And nobody. You want me to tell you who I think mastered flopping? I'm gonna say James Harden.
Bro.
Man, he has so many weird flops, untouched flops. I'm glad you said it, not me.
I'm just saying. I think LeBron is up there, but James, they ain't got none of them James. They changed the rules on free throw because of James Harden. That's when you know you're good. That's when you know you're good. Now, with all this trade and everything, man, trades would go forward right now if Bradley Beal decides that he wants to go ahead and take his no trade clause off. That's where everybody's at right now. If he takes that off, and right now Miami is like, we'll take anything.
Give us Austin Reeves. We'll give you Jimmy Butler.
Ain't no way.
Well, Bradley Beal wants to go to Miami.
Oh, Jimmy Butler in Phoenix. Not Phoenix. Miami is gonna try to. They're gonna try to pimp Jimmy Butler for everything they can get.
No, they tried that. They at this point they said we just want to get him out of here before the trade deadline. That's where they are.
Wow.
There was also another rumor. The Warriors are trying to get Nikola Vucevic from the Bulls. They're trying to make a goal to get, and you got to remember when they first won their first championship, who was their center? Number 1 draft pick from Milwaukee, Andrew Bogut. Who was the guy? I forget. He's not the guy that was stepping on people's feet, messing their ankles up. They have always been a big on these international centers, if you want to say that. And I really believe that them getting him, that might put them back where they was, because they got a young nucleus. So, mind you, they got a young nucleus over there. The only person that's really old is like Steph and Draymond Green. Everybody else is like
Draymond Gray.
Huh?
Say he's Draymond Gray.
Draymond Gray. Draymond Gray. Talking about Gray, even though he his ribs is gray and bruised up, Anthony Davis hitting 40 and 20
Bro, as dominant as that dude is softer than the drugstore cotton they put inside of aspirin bottles, bro.
He has 5 games in NBA history. One past Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal got 4. He got 5. Honestly, I think that's impressive. To get 40,
we playing in a different time. But
think about this.
Cool.
40 and 20. That's a man.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. I mean, you got to get at least 5 rebounds.
You got 40 points and 20 rebounds.
Five rebounds. Was that 5 rebounds a quarter, and then 10 points, and then 10 points a quarter?
But
they're streaking right now.
It's a different league, man. You got to look at that. It's a different league. I mean,
look, bro,
it's hard.
It's
hard to say that though,
it's
because couldn't nobody touch Shaquille O'Neal in his day though. Couldn't nobody touch Shaq.
Man, Shaq was lazy by far,
too. Shaq was
no
lazy.
question, the most dominant player the league's ever seen, and he had a plethora of different skills within his arsenal. Man, his footwork was very, very underrated. You know, I've seen several plays where he dominated the most lethal centers. He sat David Robinson on his ass several times. Patrick.
I seen a play of that earlier, either today or yesterday. I seen that where David Robinson was on him and he hit it with a quick spin and just
you see that?
I was like, oh, why? Like, bro, it's got to be a crime. You just molested that rim. It was crazy.
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. I seen a highlight they showed too.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Where it was a warm-up game. It was an all-star game. During warm-ups, him and Jordan, they were going at it. And Jordan hit him with a post-up move, you know, do his usual Jordan fadeaway and, you know, break in and out the rim. And Shaq just going, and, you know, it's really unfair for Jordan to try to guard him. But the footwork, if you guys see the footwork that the man possessed on Jordan, you know, he's done it several times throughout his career, man. Shaq is nasty. But I will say, yeah. But I will say this, man. Look, AD can turn it on anytime he wants to.
So y'all think he's legendary right now?
I think
it's hard to say.
Ring, man. We need another ring before you can consider him legendary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
you got to look at all the bigs. If you look at the bigs in today's league, you look at Jokic. What is Jokic doing? He's racking up hardware like it's nobody's business. You know, Giannis, multiple MVPs and defensive player of the years. Joel Embiid just got his MVP. You know, so Anthony Davis.
I mean, look, Draymond Green got more rings than him at this point. Like, come on.
So since we're on legendary, this is the question. In NBA history, who has the most handles?
Bruh.
NBA history, who has the best handles you have ever seen?
I'm going Allen Iverson.
By popular demand, I mean, a player that's noticeable in the league and that's popular. I mean, it's Kyrie.
Now and present. That's where I'm going right there. Kyrie freaking Irving. Hands down.
Kyrie Irving got better handles than Allen Iverson?
Yes.
Now, look, he probably learned from AI. He definitely watched a bunch of AI, but he is more advanced.
Listen. AI may be a superior scorer. We got to look at it like this. In his era, Iverson was a supreme scorer. Kyrie took the Tim Hardaway, the sham guy that everybody does. He's took Abdul Rauf and put all that in one. And boop, 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 boop. I mean, do you see what he did to Edwards. Edwards thought he was ready.
Nope. It's just when you think you're ready, he come and show you.
He said, "You want some?" Couldn't do it.
Can do it.
Couldn't do it. But yeah, man. Iverson, be honest with you, he was robbed of us really seeing his handles. Because remember, they banned his crossover. You don't cross up Jordan and think you're gonna get away. And a lot of people say it, even though they say they didn't see it. A lot of people say Jordan went to the league and said something about how he brought that ball way over here and crossed it over, and so the league said and banned it until the day he retired. They reinstated his crossover. So what does that tell you?
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
That's what I said. I really believe Jordan. I really believe Jordan had something to do with his crossover getting banned. Who else?
Of course.
Do you think Jordan? Jordan?
He can't cross me over like that, bro. He can't cross me over like that on the court. You know I can't defend that. He can't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
That's
what?
easy peasy.
I believe it. LeBron gets rules called against him all the time.
Oh, here we go. How is it that we can say something about Jordan or Kareem or Wilt
when you
or
talk
Bill,
LeBron, when you talk Jordan, you know LeBron's
LeBron.
in conversation. They're in comparison.
That's because he's the real
listen.
GOAT, and that's why.
No, because Jordan would never.
I was gonna do this story, but I think I'm going to do it next week because I think this one is funny. A lady a couple of days ago, high out of her mind, text the sheriff's department instead of her dealer to ask for some more fentanyl.
Like, did she call it fentanyl in the text?
She texted and said,
"What kind of dealer do you have that's allowing you to text? I need more fentanyl." That's what I want to know.
She texted the sheriff's department, and they said, "We got it. We're on our way."
That means your dealer is the police anyways. If he allowed you to text him like that.
She texted the wrong number. One digit was off. She was high out of mind. One digit off.
Police because you felt comfortable enough to talking to your dealer like that.
And I said, this has got to be the slowest, idiotic person on the earth. I thought last week the guy that killed his imaginary friend and turned himself into police. This got to be the dumbest. This got to be the dumbest person on earth. You know, they don't make drugs. They don't make people that do drugs no more, because people used to just walk down the street and just, "You got some?" Or matter of fact, they knew what house to go to. They knew what house to go to. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, you got that? What you doing? And people be like, "What you doing here so goddamn late, huh?" I told you, I'm here feeding my family. And then guess what? Guess what they do? Hold up a minute.
Wait a minute.
Here you go. I ain't got no money. Take this and don't come back. You know, they had the Ray Charles stand. God forgive me. God. Please forgive me.
Lightning bolt. Yeah.
Really, that
wait, this way.
Yeah.
Wow. So we have come to a time that I've been waiting for. I had something that was going to come out, but I think I'm going to wait and I'm going to announce it for next week because I think that'll be appropriate to do. I've been thinking about this, and I think this is the right music to play. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me one. You will never get it. Dallas Cowboys. I want to believe this coach. I want to believe that he's gonna do something. You let all these big coaches go get hired. Hell, you had Dion in your hands. What you do? Give me the toy. Give me the toy that I can make him walk the way I want him. You gotta know when to hold him, know when to fold him. Dallas Cowboys. Brian Schottenheimer, I want to believe in you, but you will never get it. We suck. We suck. Get it together. We can't win in no type of weather. Don't come in there to you. Sorry, y'all. I'm just like, it just make no sense, man. It just don't make no sense why we got to be that damn sorry, bro. Like.
Hey, you know what? You should sit down with a Charger fan, and then y'all just kind of put y'all disliking this together, and y'all come up with a game plan.
So it's time.
Coming from somebody that don't have a team. Wow.
Now I told you I'm rocking with Denver.
Look, I guess it's time.
Bro, I was rocking with Denver. I've been rocking with Denver for a minute, honestly, but I really picked them back up when Russ went there. Unfortunately, and now I'm stuck.
How many times did Denver beat the Chargers this season? Championships.
How many Super Bowls does Denver have?
Oh boy, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You know what?
So.
Okay. Been talking shit.
So. That opens up.
Hold on.
Got it.
Oh, y'all, wait till I get my soundboard up and running.
wait till the Chargers get a Super Bowl. We'll never hear the end of it.
No, you probably won't.
You'll be praising the Chargers like LeBron out of high school. They're the greatest team ever. They finally got one.
Is this coming from a guy that was wearing a LeBron jersey when they won a championship in the bubble?
Hey, you know what? I never in my life owned a LeBron jersey. For the record, I have been against LeBron coming to the Lakers forever.
What?
If he's here, I'm going to appreciate what he brings to us, but I don't like the nigga. The man. I don't like the brother. I'll use them for what I can use them for.
With that, he basically said, I can't win like this.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Who gets the award?
I gotta give it to Jimmy Butler at this point, bro. Just because you don't want to play for a team and you ready to crash out, don't mean you gotta crash out. Okay, You can vocally, as a grown man, be like, I don't want to be here, but I'm going to play my best. But I don't want to be here. You don't have to just flat out not participate to not be there, bro. Can't win like that. You're not going to get what you want to achieve by just crashing out like that. You got to crash out with fashion.
Eric Poster feels locked up right now. Let him out.
You get the work. You crash out. Well,
Crash out.
we only have one award left.
It's time. You for the
Yes!
Yes. So this award, it can only be but one. And it has to go to a man, a future legend, watching them Eagles fly in the playoffs, Mr. Saquon Barkley. Yes! The man is just playing
Saquon.
undeniable right now. His game is just simply too ferocious right now. And
I like what you did there. Hold on.
oh yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait,
Oh, yeah.
first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying. 24/7, 7 days a week, every Sunday, we've been watching Saquon do what Saquon's supposed to do. And he gets the Yas Award. Now take the Yas Award again in 2 weeks and get the Super Bowl Finals MVP.
Well, I think we did what we supposed to do tonight. You know what time it is. It's time to switch it up.
Who needs to switch it up?
Oh, shit.
Who need to switch it up, Ferocious?
All right. Since we being transparent, we being 100, my San Diego Padres need to switch it up, bruh. We can't win like this. When we got ownership battling it out, can't see eye to eye. You know, I'm hearing they want them to sell the team.
Y'all can't win, right. Period.
Oh, we can win. We just can't win like this.
Y'all can't win in a competitive state. Y'all can win games that mean nothing.
But we were the only team that had the Dodgers on the brink of elimination.
And who won the World Series?
So
y'all can't win like that.
We just got to switch it up.
Hey, you know what? Hey, at least y'all won some games against the Dodgers because my Yankees they upset me with that World Series, man. That's all.
Yeah. And look, all I'm saying is this. You know, sell the team. We are an attraction out here. We can find somebody that could want to buy this team and put us in the right direction. Just point us in the right direction. So come on, Padres, let's switch this up. Let's go.
Big dog. Crash out.
Crash out.
Go ahead. Crash out. Go ahead. Crash out.
You want me to switch it up? I don't know, man. I wasn't prepared for this. Who needs to switch it up? We got to pick somebody that, you know, really needs to change the game.
Who ain't doing right now? In Crash Out's eyes.
What they say on the 5 heartbeats?
Jimmy.
Jimmy got what? Jimmy got sold.
Jimmy crack corn. Jimmy Butler, bro, you need to switch it up, bro. Be a grown man about the decision, man. Go out with style, bro. Don't go out like a kid.
Well. You know what? I was kind of prepared. Kind of knew who I was going to go with. Kind of knew who I was going to say. Oh, no, we're bringing that back. I can't go past him. Jerry Jones. Jason Witten has a freaking no. We don't even know what position he gonna play on the staff. Just hire him. What? Just put him on the staff.
Put him on staff.
If you get the coaching job, you got to put him on the staff. That's why McCarthy did not want one of the things why he left. And that's the alarm to let us know it's time to go. So, Cowboys, Jerry Jones, switch it up. And always, please, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell everybody. Please. But we thank you for spending your time with us, because time is the most expensive thing you can spend with us. So come back, please. Also, like I said, look back in the video. Please hit the GoFundMe for Kevin Briscoe. And we'll thank you, and we love you. Peace out.
Switch it up.